The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. Brought to you by Nadex. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tom and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. Appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we have the Dow Industrials down 37. You got the Nasdaq off 5. S&P's down 4. Gold contract down 80 cents, trading at $12.17 an ounce. We have silver flat, $15.37 an ounce. Light sweet crude taking a hit this morning.
That's right.
We had
tariff tension.
Is that what it is? Okay.
Yeah, they're going to be one of China imposing 25% on $16 billion worth of goods, oil in there. So I think
really?
that playing a part of what's going on this morning.
Wow. So that's down $1.50, $67.69, and we're going to have the EIA numbers out at 10:32.
I know. Talk about volatility before the volatility.
Seriously. Notes and bonds. You get the 10-year note up 2 ticks, 119.17. 30-year bond up 3, 142.22. King dollar up 29 ticks, trading 95.07. The euro is trading 115.94 to 1 US dollar. The yen is out here at 110.97 to 1 US dollar. And of course, I think we got to start with Tesla.
Yeah, why not, man?
You know, what I haven't heard this morning, and this is what's going to get really interesting watching this thing play out. So, what happened yesterday is that Elon Musk comes out, he tweets at 12:43.
Okay.
That he and the board are thinking of taking Tesla private at $420.
He didn't even say anything about the board, to be fair. He just said, you're dead on. I'm just, how reckless it was. Go ahead. I was just trying to zoom in. Can I just try and zoom in? Because go ahead, keep to...
why is it? My point more than anything here, folks, and this is what, I haven't read anything here yet, but the SEC's got to be all over it. Yeah. Because the stock moved way before 12:43. At 12:43, it peaked out.
So these are 10-minute bars, right? Why don't we'll go 5-minute bars, all right?
Yeah.
How do we get a 5-minute? And 2 days should get us there, right?
Yeah.
There we go.
There it is.
So where's my crosshair? No?
Yeah, you go to tracks.
There we go. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. So there's your 12:15 bar. These are 5 minutes.
Exactly.
There's your 12:20 bar.
Yep.
Because I was even looking at.
So when Tommy started in the 12:15 bar, folks, the stock was at 342. The 12:20, the stock goes to 355.
Yep.
By the time.
And there's the tweet bar, right?
Yeah.
It's 12:45.
12:45.
So it took 60 seconds to 100 seconds for them to get wind and then really take off.
It's really intriguing, man. So,
yeah.
And then
that's not how things are supposed to work.
No,
right.
and on top of that, inside the option market, which I couldn't get because I probably could backtrack this. The option market, folks, exploded topside. I was going over some of the numbers last night. $190 inside the option market gave you $13,000.
Okay.
On strike prices.
We'll have to pull up. I was listening to all your numbers. I think those two are the two ends because 190 was the 19-cent option, right? Yeah. It wasn't quite that. But it's staggering.
It was staggering.
Because I think those 19 cents, you're talking the $400 calls were trading at 19 cents.
Okay.
And I believe they might have went up to $3 or $4. So you're still talking about 190 to like almost 4,000.
Yeah.
That's 20 times your money. Not to,
right. It was huge money.
In 3 hours.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So it's going to be intriguing watching this whole thing play out. But bottom line is that now the board said that, he brought it up last week.
Yeah, I saw some articles saying that they've met actually multiple times.
Yeah.
I saw an article about the possibility of bringing it private. And the price tag he put on it was $420, and it's only at $380.
Must be smoking pot.
I know. 420 is the cannabis day, whatever it is, right? Pot holiday.
Okay, right.
Yeah, I heard your show.
Well, Bloomberg had articles that people thought it was a joke first because of that.
For sure. No, it should be.
Right.
Yeah, it adds an element of possible cynicism, sarcasm, whatever you want to call it, but occasionally 420 is a real number that just happens to coincide, and maybe that's what, or maybe he is combining both, right? Where it's a serious offer that he knows people might snark at, but guess what? It was probably close enough to really what he thought was the number, and he says, Let's do it. 420.
Well, one of the tigers in the den said just the greatest show on earth, and there's no doubt.
No, for sure it is.
It's pretty intense.
Yeah. Now, it's the greatest show on earth until the SEC and the Fed say you're too good of a show because you were putting on a show before you told anybody else about your show that was coming, and they were making millions, if not tens of millions on the rides like that.
Exactly. So it's going to be wild watching this whole thing. I guess the whole thing has been wild. And you can just imagine. So watch this, folks.
The shorts.
Yeah, because this has gone up.
Go ahead.
So it's still a 27% shot position. So 1 out of our 4 shares a shot, right?
Yep.
If we look at it just from the aspect, we don't know.
This is a daily, okay.
Yeah, we don't know.
I had to look as a daily. I was like, oh my God, right? That's like 10 days. We were going
$100.
$100, which is
286.
You're talking about 35-40% move.
Yeah. So, we'll see where the whole thing shakes out, but it's serious business, man. It's serious.
And what's even more remarkable is you look both directions, right? So since June 1st, we're trading at 280.
Yeah.
We go up to 375, so almost $100.
Yeah.
We go down $100, and we go back up $100.
Right.
I mean, since you're talking about just barely 2 months.
Right.
Stock goes up 35%, down 35, up 35. I mean, my goodness, to have a short percentage that deep in those swings.
Yeah.
Who's hanging short, man, when Tesla's going from 280 to 380? I don't know how those numbers don't get pushed out of that position.
There's no doubt.
Yeah.
There's no doubt. Because what happens, so picture
maybe that's part of the acceleration up, as in maybe they are some of those buyers right now. I wonder when that number updates on, it might not be instantly.
Yeah,
that
I
short
know.
percentage, you know.
I know
I'm sure it's relatively quick, but it might not be.
Because when I was always watching McEwen Mining, you know what I mean? Same thing. I was wondering the same thing. Like McEwen Mining is 18.8%.
It's a big number, yeah. Can we go back to Tesla? Was it 27? I just want to peg it exactly in my head, so we'll keep our eye on it.
27.2 something.
27.23.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll keep our eye on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty intense.
Pretty intense.
You know,
for sure.
and then on the other side of it, S-Cent Snap. So what happened also in Tesla is that the Saudi sovereign fund built a $2 billion position.
Yeah.
And then simultaneously, Snap come out with numbers last night, folks. Now, Snap was trading up $1 something last night after the close when they come out. And then what also ended up happening with Snap is that simultaneously, Alloyd,
Yeah, Alloyd. Yeah.
he come out and saying that, he built a $250 million position.
Well, that's good. They let him out of the Ritz eventually, so he's building back up his empire.
Yeah, totally.
Seriously.
And the intriguing thing, when I was talking with Jason on last night, we were talking about like one after the other. It's like, well, if I was shot one of those equities, I'd be really paranoid right now because of the fact that.
When you say one of those equities,
Snap or Tesla.
Oh, okay, either one of these.
Because it's like, okay, between the Saudis coming in, like, are they just going to run the stock?
Sure, yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's just like, the last thing you want to be is, short a stock that has like the backing of Wall Street, the bank, right? I mean, they're going to.
And that's a 20% short position inside Snap. So 1 out of 5 shares.
And if they have a strong position, though, if you go put it on a chart, just to pull it back a little bit, even. I'll back it out as I think I can. It's not letting me adjust these charts today. We'll pull it up more.
Stay right there, folks.
Even right there, right? February was at $20. That's all I'm saying. As opposed to Tesla, man.
No.
Those shorts
they're in the money, right? Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are going to be coming back with the oil. We're going to talk oil.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, oil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now trading down 45. Nasdaq's up 4. S&Ps are up 4.5. Let's go to our man Carlos in Mission, Texas. Carlos, what's going on?
Good morning, guys. How are you?
Carlos, good morning, man.
How you doing?
Good morning, Tommy. Very well, thank you.
Yeah,
I'm doing excellent.
You sound strong, man.
Great.
That's good.
Yes. Always nice to hear
That's a
from
beautiful
you, man.
thing, Carlos.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for all your support and all your white light.
Absolutely, man. That's great news, man. That's a huge.
And I noticed that you guys moved to St. Peter. I like the move. And my question for you guys is the air conditioning much better? Because in the other office, I remember you always said that it was very cold.
Yeah, it's.
I'm okay with it being a little cold. I've gotten a little warm in here, Carlos, on a couple occasions.
Okay.
So
Okay.
since you're asking, that's my answer.
Funny,
no, but it's great.
It's great being downtown. It's a whole different flavor.
And it was a little bit of a freezer in the last place.
Oh yeah,
we're
ice
good,
box, man. Yeah, totally.
Well, I really wish you that this move is the best thing for you guys in TFNN.
Yeah.
And for all of us, it's expectations that everything is much better this year and in the years to come.
Well, we appreciate that, man. And we got our man Larry Pesavento.
I was going to say it, right?
Larry's going to be live in the studio tomorrow morning, which is great.
Right.
Him and a couple other Tigers are coming down here.
Gotta love it.
Yeah, totally.
Beautiful. One day I'm going to stop by.
You gotta.
Definitely.
You gotta, man. Totally.
Make it happen.
Tom, today the reason I call is because I bought some nugget this morning. I know maybe I'm anticipating a little bit of the move, but I want to put a small position for testing the waters.
Okay.
And I noticed, looking at my weekly chart, usually around this time, gold and nugget tends to make a bottom. and I don't want to be either too early or too late, but I think it's about time for me to put the decision. And I want to ask you, what do you think about it? And if you can look at it.
Okay, so, if you heard that quote that Carlos just said, folks, okay, that as he's looking at his charts, the aspect of gold kind of making a bottom right here, I totally agree with you, and I'm feeling the same way, and I was doing the same thing, but on my head the same time, Carlos, right, I'm saying to myself, man, oh man, they've been killing this gold market so dramatically. But I know right what you're saying, because I brought the same, I'll pull up the GDX, and you brought it back, and this is when it tends to, if we looked at the chart,
at a level.
This is when it tends that even seasonally wise, that it tends to go. But I think we all just have to be careful of the aspect that it hasn't caught a bid in so long. Do you know what I mean? To me, but that's personally, I'm still bullish gold, okay? What you're hearing off here, folks, I don't want you to just jump in just because I'm bullish gold. That's my point, do you know what I mean? Because this has been a hammering, man, And, what did happen yesterday on the daily basis in the GDX, okay? We're going to look at the GDX for a second because the nugget trades off of that, right? It's like, man, okay, so you're at $20.68. Well, 2083... I really want it above, because that's, we're below that now. That's the February 9th level.
That's the big week in the markets, February 9th.
It is, okay. Because if it stays below this too much longer, then this low is out here, man, it's at 1858. It's
okay, like, December of 16.
Yeah, it's like, that's serious business. Now, as to going in the nugget, I would say that it's early, what I would like to see first is a sign of strength, which we haven't had yet. You know what I mean? But I understand what you're saying, Carlos, is that what happens with the nugget, folks. So the nugget is a direction 3 times bull position of the GDX. That's what it is.
They're calling you for more answers.
Let's go. Totally.
Tom,
yes.
One thing I noticed that we have about, going back from the weekly chart,
yes,
a very large volume, over 100 million. And we haven't seen a bar like that in any of the volume bars,
right,
going back up to 2015.
Yes.
Is that a bad sign? And another thing is that the volume keeps dropping every week after that bar. And one other thing I noticed, every time we are making lows on this gold, I can hear more Federal Reserve chairman coming out saying that they're going to increase the rate, and every time they speak, they tend to drop the futures, and it affects obviously the ETFs. Can you give me your take on the volume, and then a little comment about what I said at the end, please?
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, so the way that what Carlos is saying is that the week of the 20th of July, it was monster volume, folks. So what tends to happen is is that once this does turn, that's the first place it's going to run to. I mean, $21.95. That'll be the first. When something turns like this, it'll run right to that volume, and then it's going to have to build some cause to get through it. When we look at the GDX, you get the same deal that's setting up. The GDX is saying, okay, we're 2065. It's saying that wants to go to 2121.
Sure.
Now, when I look at this a long-term deal, this is still a great setup. We take it off in 2016. We had huge volume. It's coming into huge volume. I mean, you come into
that December 16th.
Yeah, December. It's 543 million. And last week it did 152, So it has all the setups that, yes, it should go. And what it also has going for it is that, you basically hear people saying that, well, no, Bitcoin's the new gold. You hear a million things like this that are like, okay, man, I've heard a million things in the past that isn't how it works. What I'm trying to figure out is this. So China and India are the largest buyers of gold, physical gold. What has happened, if we look at the Indian market has imploded, not just the gold market, the real estate market, the securities market, because the amount of fraud that is in India, people put huge amounts of money into it and it's disappeared, okay? And this actually started in the real estate market, and it's been going on for about a year and a half. So a lot of people in India have less money. And so that's affecting the physical part of it. Now that being said, China is buying. Central banks are still buying. Okay, so it's going to be like we need buyers. But to go back to the nugget, you got to do good discipline. I don't see a lot more destruction here. That's that's the other side of it. So risk versus reward, I think it's pretty good.
Well, thank you guys, and thank you for everything you guys do for us, listeners and subscribers.
Well,
I wish you the best.
We appreciate you growling and prowling, and so great hearing from you, man.
And we can't wait to see you in St. Pete when you visit our office.
Yeah, totally.
I will. I said I promise I will do that.
Perfect.
Now that I live in Texas, looks like Florida is not too far away from.
No, it's just a polo jump right over that Gulf, man.
Yeah. Even if I have to swim, I'll cross.
Okay, watch out for those sharks, man. Get going.
Take care.
Okay, Carlos, have a great one, man. Have a safe one.
And perfect. What are we coming back with?
Oh, yeah.
Oil numbers, man. We will check it out. Oil trading at 67.88. We get those EIA numbers at 10:30. 3 minutes. We'll be right back, folks.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionics, oil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get 'em, folks.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Let's go take a look at these oil numbers. And folks, if you haven't test driven yet the Nadex platform, great time to do it. Come over to our website at TFNN. You can hit the banner on the top of the side, bring it up, bring that demo account up. You can see how these defined option contracts trade. We're talking oil right now. So what do we have out here?
So we got the top line number: crude oil inventories falling 1.35 million barrels. Gasoline inventories rising 2.90 million barrels. Oil, of course, talk about a volatile morning with the trade talk going on out there already. So to jump back to that chart, there's your live chart. A little bit of a spike lower. We came into the number right at $68 essentially, and so we spiked to a low of $67.65. Not bad, 35 cents in this.
That's after the oil's been down $1.65, $1.35.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking about quite some action in crude. To back this up, 6 a.m. this morning, we're trading up there at 69.36. We trade down almost $2, man, $1.60, $1.70 to 67.68. So we came in at $68. Looks like that's the number. And I'm not sure what Bloomberg that was up there. Let's jump back and try and get some of those more numbers. And what we can look at as well, I took a screen capture of before that number came out, and there's your number. So median estimate was a decline of 3 million barrels. There was only a decline of 1.35 million barrels. They break it down for Cushing crude, decline of about 600,000. PADD 3, decline of about 860.
Look at gasoline.
Yeah, quite a surprise. They were looking for a draw of 1.9 million. They got a build of 2.9 million. Distillate's pretty close. Nothing too surprising.
Yep.
And to jump
gasoline, though, is a big number. And especially, bottom line is that driving season is going to be coming to an end.
Yeah, it's August. Yeah. Labor Day, summer. Kids are back in school almost, I know. So so this is the chart right now. We inched back up to 68. These are 5-minute bars. That bar's that's ticking is after the news. So what I did was I took kind of a screen capture of what the market was looking like prior to that number. So this is 10:27 and 45 seconds, right?
Yeah.
So we came back with the EIA numbers right at 10:30. So you had about 2 minutes prior to the number. You had oil trading at 67.92. And what I did was I went in to take a look at some of the different spread trades available on Nadex, and looking at the noon expirations, you had a possible volatility trade you could have set up with 68 and exposure down to 66.50. So there's your $1.50 to the downside, 68 to 69.50. There's your $1.50 to the upside. And what's happening is you have about 7 to 8 cents of intrinsic value in the bearish spread, right? So this spread's going to be a little bit more expensive because you have your intrinsic value here.
Yes.
And just setting up the possible trades. So you're looking at about $45 for both sides, which can be about 45 cents that you would need away from $68. So we like to set that up ahead of time. We were looking at it during the break while we were waiting for those numbers. So not a bad price tag when you look at, like we just went over, that oil's traded $1.75 almost from highs to lows.
Exactly.
You have trade risk going on with tariffs in the oil market, and then on top of that, you get your EIA number. And look at it moving now. And let's just put this on a minute chart so you can really see the type of volatility minute by minute. Yeah. So we're at $68 that first minute. Talk about a bar, and we're now below those levels. And again, going over, we needed about $45, which we're just about almost coming into that level to the downside where you would begin to be break even.
And we have to noon.
Yeah, to noon. And this would
this is a volatility trade, folks.
So, these are the exact two spreads that were in the example. This is your bearish one. This is where all the value obviously would be.
Right.
You have the option. I mean, it's nice when it's ticking by literally 1 penny, right? Bid offer spread in terms of being able to get out if you want to, right at market essentially. Market's at 67.59. There's some premium in here, so the bid offer is slightly off of that. But yeah, you could trade out of here for literally 46, 47 as this ticks around, which would be a break even.
Right.
And then your bullish spread would still have exposure if this rises before noon, as we've seen many times, where the first move is not always the move that holds throughout the day. So we're 4 minutes into those numbers. We'll check back and see how oil reacts.
Pretty wild, man.
Pretty wild, yeah.
It really is.
Oh, those. How about the trade deal, right?
Yeah, let's talk about this because
So let me jump to one article.
25%. They're going to do a 25% tariff on oil. That's telling me that China doesn't need any oil.
Yeah, so they announced 25% charge on $16 billion worth of U.S. goods, including auto and crude oil. I'm sure more details will be coming out. I'm not even exactly sure
pretty
how
intense.
Right? I mean, yeah. And of course, this is kind of a tit for tat, where after the U.S. Trade Representative Office released a finalized list of their $16 billion worth of Chinese goods that would be hit. So just another step as we march down that road. But yeah, so the Chinese Ministry of Commerce announced that 25% charge on $16 billion. And I think it happens August 23rd. Yep, there it is, August. So or is that the U.S.? I'm getting confused in my tit for tat.
It's going to take effect August 23rd. The latest U.S. brings the total of Chinese goods facing a 25% tariff to $50 billion. That's intense.
Yeah, so our U.S. ones, I guess, go in on the 23rd. And
you better start going buying stuff, folks, whatever you want, because guess what? The taxes are going up dramatically, man. It's going to, it's pretty intense.
Oh,
this thing's going to be wild watching this whole, well, it's not going to, wild's the wrong word. It's going to be a bummer. That's a real bummer.
That reaction in crude today, I mean, talk about quite a run, man.
Oh, that's, yeah.
When you're looking at it.
The oil company's going to go out of their minds.
It's quite a run, for sure.
Yeah. 877-927-6648.
Go for it.
Let's go see Match. What's going on with Match? This is, I was listening to this. Yeah, so
let's find out. They're doing well.
Yeah, let's Match.
Right there. 18.
Okay, 18. There we go. Okay, so this baby, now this took a hammering. When I look at the chart, it took a hammering. I don't know if that's the last time it came out with numbers.
No, that is going to be, I believe, when Facebook announced that they are doing dating.
Oh.
I'm just guessing, but I believe that is
went from 47 to 35.
That was Facebook's last earnings call, I believe, that they prefaced that they could be getting into a dating service.
Okay.
And I guess the Match is going to be all Tinder growth. I guess that's the deal.
So let's look at this, what they have to say. So Match rose 18%, its best day since November, after second quarter earnings per share beat the highest estimates, driven by stronger than expected subscriber growth at Tinder.
Wow, so look at that. They added 300,000 versus Wells Fargo 235. Now, what's interesting here, though, is these are free dating services.
Tinder is?
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe you can pay for, like, preferential something.
Yeah.
But you don't need to pay. It's not like a Match.com, where that is, I believe, that you can probably create a profile, but I don't think you can do much unless you're really paying.
I see.
Versus Tinder, you really don't need to pay, along with many of the kind of offshoots. It's like Match, you need to pay. I think eHarmony, you need to pay.
Okay.
But then...
And does is Match eHarmony choose?
I don't believe so. No,
okay.
no. I was just putting out, they're the most well-known, you could probably say more respected, versus you get into like Tinder and the likes, and that's just more of like a hookup deal or what it is, which is why it's free or whatever. So I wonder how that just correlates in terms of revenue and so forth. But man, not bad revenue.
Look at that growth. I mean, 2014 they were doing 880 million.
Yeah.
This year 1.7 billion. I mean, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Quite a number.
United States, 8% over 3 years. Look at the other countries. So this is an international deal.
It is, and I wonder where that international is, though. I wonder if that's like a North American type deal, or I don't.
What we're looking at, folks, it says all other countries, 24% over 3 years.
But it's pretty remarkable that they're almost getting, and this is 2017, so they've come a long way since those numbers. Even just when you jump from 2017 to 19, they're adding 50% of their revenue, right? So I wonder where that's going to be. But yeah, they're almost getting 50% of their revenue from overseas.
Stay right there, folks. We got our man, Mr. Teddy Kegstad, coming back with us. We're going to be bisecting and dissecting the market. Market's getting a little bit weaker out here. Dow's down 65, Nasdaq's off 12, S&Ps are off 6. Tommy and I come right back, folks.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped, and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. No matter what kind of trader you are, 2018 is a great time to try out a subscription to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report. Whether you just plan on diversifying your portfolio with some exposure to gold and gold mining equities, or you're a gold bull that sees 2018 as the year of commodities, now is a great time to sign up for the Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his Gold Report every Monday morning before the market opens and covers a variety of topics including gold, silver, platinum, copper, the XAU and HUI, the dollar, bonds, South African rand, as well as more than 20 of the most actively traded mining equities. Start your 2018 off with a bang and sign up for the Gold Report today. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. For all the details and to start your subscription right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find the Gold Report under Investment Newsletters. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. We have the Dow Industrials right now down 65. Nasdaq is off 30. S&P's trading down 5.5. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Teddy Cakestad, as we do each and every Wednesday at 40 past the hour. Teddy's website is Forex Trading Unlocked. You want to understand the Forex market upside down, folks? Great website. Teddy Cakestad, what's going on, brother?
Good morning, guys. Good to see you again.
You also, man. So we get markets moving around here. What are we looking at in the Forex market?
Well, in the Forex market, the pound U.S. dollar, that's definitely the mover today. We're hitting the new yearly low under about 29. That's pretty impressive. Remember last week we were talking about it was drifting just like the Australian dollar and the euro dollar.
Yes.
Pound finally took out those lows, and this is, I think, could be a nice little pounding now. I think that, no pun intended, sell rally forecast, and I think that you could see this market get down to the 127.20 area over the next week or so.
Yeah,
so
that's quite a move out here this morning.
Big time, yeah.
Now, that movement, is that, are people worried about basically Brexit in, out, or is it just an economy type of move?
No, I think it's actually the economy type of move. You have a lot of rumblings now that even throughout the whole EU that there's a slowdown that's occurring without a doubt, and that's going to affect no matter how Brexit goes, it's going to affect the UK's economy, especially because they're in the midst of reformulating a lot of trade deals and figuring out how that's going to go. If you have an economic slowdown that's added to that environment, I think that you're going to keep on seeing the valuation of these currencies, especially the euro. That's what the euro is going to be affected by the pound as well.
That'd be pretty intense if they have to deal with an economic slowdown in the face of having to deal with basically separating from the EU at the same time. Right. As if throw that problem in that basket. Why not?
Telling you, it's pretty intense.
Yeah.
You know, the Canadian dollar, what are we looking at with there, Teddy?
I think that that's a sell rally forecast too right now. The trend, definitely short-term trend, is lower. I think that it had a nice little bounce over the past couple of days. Today's spike was a little head fakey, so unless it can generate a strong push this afternoon and close stronger, I would say that probably you're going to see the U.S. Canadian dollar wither away again on support into Friday and probably test the lows.
Yeah, check out that spike and pullback, man.
No, I know.
Yeah,
I know. It's you know what's amazing is that I know we don't trade a lot of the other currencies that are getting destroyed out there. I mean, but when you look at that, whether it's the peso, the lira, I mean, you've been in this business a long time. Some of these currencies are getting destroyed, right? I mean, if whether it's Turkey, whether it's Argentina, it's kind of intriguing. Well, it's not intriguing if you're in those countries. The amount of wealth that's been lost, right?
Sure. Now that brings something that I wanted to mention. Bitcoin. Remember we talked about Bitcoin 2 weeks ago?
Perfect.
Yes.
Bell signal. And you're mentioning something, especially like currencies like the peso. A lot of more of your emerging market currencies, I'm learning from people that I talk to, people aren't using them anymore. They're using a lot of the cryptos. I talked to somebody who does a lot of trade in China.
Okay.
He was in Vietnam recently, and he said that they're over there, they don't even care about their own currency, let alone other markets. They're all into the cryptos and using that as a means of exchange. So I think that you're going to have an issue with the peso as well. The use of cryptocurrencies throughout Mexico, as that increases, I think that the strength of the peso actually might start to deteriorate.
Yeah, no, that's intense. That's intense, man. When we talk crypto and you say that people are using it, that very well could be why gold's not catching a bid either. It's like, I'm looking at that gold market, I'm saying, man, they just keep hitting that gold market. Now, fundamentally, to me, that doesn't make any sense, but that doesn't matter. What matters is what people are doing. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, okay, I can see if you're in a country with a bad currency anyway, it's like crypto is probably worth. There's more trust in that than a dictator, basically.
Security, safety,
yeah,
right?
Basically
avoiding the manipulation. I think is where you
taking apart.
feel a little better.
Pretty intense.
Sure.
It's tough, though, when you look at Bitcoin, though, right? I mean, you got risk in everything in terms of, man, we just went from 8,100 to, I mean, last night we went all the way down to 64.58. So they got volatility everywhere. But, yeah, I think it's a safer feeling. It's just interesting to think about because at least you're not getting manipulated by your own government. At least you're just in a market as opposed to feeling like you kind of get robbed in some of those countries when that inflation or whatever just takes off and your money's worth nothing overnight.
It's amazing. If we just, Argentina always has these problems, but bottom line is that you put up this peso, and the
Argentine peso.
Yeah, it was 20 pesos to $1 3 months ago. Yeah. Now you're 27. It's like wow. Okay, that's pretty freaking intense. There's no doubt about it. Now, folks, you can learn more about Teddy. Come over to our website right at TFNN. Right under Nadex educational webinars, because you're going to be doing a webinar, Teddy, right?
Yeah, a couple weeks, 20th. What do you got going on for Forex trading now in this webinar, Teddy?
We're going to be doing a pretty much live analysis of the currencies with the state where they're going to be on that Monday and see what their current levels are and the different levels to trade against for Nadex products and currency traders.
Nice.
So it's basically a breakdown of the markets on that Monday morning, and then give traders a little heads up for the week.
Nice. So that's Monday from noon till 1 Eastern time. That is a week from this coming Monday. Yeah. So
that's hard to comprehend that even just 2 weeks away is August 20th.
I had to do the same thing. I know in my head. That's why I'm recapping it. Believe me, I know it's amazing, man. I had to do it. So a week from Monday. Wait, no. Yep, it sure is, man.
Teddy, we've been talking about we're all used to summer trading, but we've had action this summer. It's been like a different ball game, man.
Sure. Like the U.S. dollar yen right now, it's at that 111 even pivot area again. It's crazy. Like it's been swinging. Like the other currencies have been in a range trade, and the yen has definitely not taken a summer break whatsoever.
Yeah, and that yen, man, when that thing starts moving, it's intriguing. When you're trading these currencies, Teddy, is there a certain time of day, if you're trading the yen or the pound, that you like to trade? Other than the 9 to 5 U.S. time?
Oh, sure. If I'm trading like on an hourly basis,
yes.
where I'm actually trying to like pick out like a 5-hour period to trade, then I'll trade like typically if I'm going to trade the yen, I'll trade from 6 o'clock to about 11 o'clock Chicago time.
Okay.
And if I'm going to trade the euro U.S. dollar, then it'll typically be between 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock Chicago time, a.m. So
that's good to know. That's smart. Yeah.
That's usually when I'm looking for, because I typically trade the daily setups.
Yeah, okay.
But when I'm looking to get an edge on getting into that trade or even getting out of it, that's when I'll pick those hours, just because I know that's when the most liquidity and action.
And when you were saying the yen, Teddy, 6 to 11, was that AM or PM?
No, that was PM, Chicago.
I just want to make sure. Yes, when they're opening up and action.
And that's Central Time, folks. So that's good. That's great to know.
It is.
That makes a huge difference, man. I mean, because the liquidity is big, and that's when it'd be just like all the news events. Everything's going to get loaded in.
That's when things
the
are
markets,
happening, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. No
Cool.
doubt. You gotta love it, man. So listen, folks. Again, you can go over to our website at TFNN, hit Nadex Educational Workshops. Gonna bring you right over to Teddy. Forex trading in the now. He's going to be in the now. Markets are going to be open.
Lots happening on Mondays, man.
Have a great one, Teddy. Have a safe one. We look forward to speaking to you next Wednesday.
Thanks, Teddy.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back.
Are China A shares hot or not? If you trade China A shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A Share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
I'm certain you are or strive to be one of the best at everything you do in life. It's the most common trait that we tigers and tigresses share. If you're looking to become the best of the best when it comes to managing your money, let me teach you to do what most wealth managers tell you can't be done, which is how to time the markets. I'm Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability, and for the last 12 months, Timer Digest has been tracking my newsletter signals, which have earned me the ranking as their #1 market timer in the nation for the S&P 500 for the last 12, 6, and 3 months. Timer Digest also ranks me as the #1 market timer for gold as well. The fact is, markets can be timed, and I'll teach you the exact set of tools that I use that has transformed me into one of the best at what I do. Sign up for Mastering Probability today by clicking on the newsletter tab on the homepage of TFNN.com and get immediate access to workshops where I take you step by step how to use an extraordinary set of tools, as well as provide great market calls too. Sign up today.
TFNN has put together the finest programming lineup each trading day, featuring some of the most knowledgeable and respected financial minds in the nation to educate traders and investors. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we broadcast 8 hours a day, starting at 9 a.m. as Larry Pesavento kicks us off with Trade What You See. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we broadcast 11 hours. Get an early and healthy start to your day as Nico and Paige bring you Living a Primal Lifestyle. Then catch Andy Hecht at 5 p.m. with the Commodities Hour, following the Tom O'Brien Show. Swim lessons from TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim is now at 11 a.m., followed by Basil Chapman at 12 noon. See the TFNN program lineup via the link on the front page of TFNN.com to get a complete overview of our TFNN shows and hosts. And keep TFNN's Tiger TV tuned in on your mobile device, PC, or Mac for the latest financial news and information throughout the broadcasting day. TFNN.com, educating investors. Learn how to trade options with swim lessons. Brought to you by TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim. Next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. And if we go over to that oil market before we wrap up at 11.
The market knew that we were going to do a final little recap, man, because check out this 5-minute bar that just started at 10.50. We're now trading at 67.35. To refresh everyone's memory, we came into that EIA number pretty much at exactly 68.
Right.
And that's where the spreads, if we were looking at that possible volatility trade with a noon expiration, they were lining up at 68 for kind of that pivot point. So we're now 65 cents, which would be $65 approximately.
And we needed 45.
We needed 45 to break even.
It was 43 plus.
Yeah.
Right.
So good action.
And you have to noon.
And you have till noon. So some good action. And man, talk about quite an acceleration. Come on, my chart can't even see where oil was this morning. There it is up there. We're now on the penny, down $2 from where we were. 69.32. We're trading at 67.30.
Pretty intense, man.
Pretty intense.
Intense. And, you know, of course, new show right here, Jason Path, 8:30 in the morning.
Morning market kickoff. He likes to talk those oil markets, commodities, Forex.
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll have something to say. He was talking about this morning, of course. I mean, $2 in the span of the day is young, man. It's not even 11 o'clock. We just got EIAs 25 minutes ago.
Right. And we pulled up the China tariffs too, so it's liquefied natural gas. Liquefied petroleum. That's where the tariff is going to be on. So propane.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that in what we were reading, but if that's what you saw.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think it said just that. I think it was, did it? Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't see that.
It said excluding crude. That's,
okay.
You know.
Okay.
But bottom line is that when they can put, well, anyone can put 25% tariffs. That's what we're doing. It's saying that they have plenty of propane.
If you're a crude bull, the last thing you want is tariffs being put all over it.
Intense.
Definitely.
Stay right there, folks. Coming back, we got Fast Market from TD Ameritrade. I'm Mr. Basil Chapman, Steve Rhodes, Dave White. Be back this afternoon. Have a great one.
Thanks, man.
Go get him, folks.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.